Think about your local mayor for a second. They run an entire city, deal with millions in budgets, and command the respect of an entire community. In the Philippines, a city mayor earns around 200,000 pesos a month. That sounds like good money until you realize that some Filipino singers make that in a single night. One concert, one corporate gig, and we're not even talking about their accumulated wealth. We're talking about entertainers who have quietly built fortunes that would make elected officials question their career choices. These aren't just singers who got lucky with a hit song. These are artists who transformed their voices into empires, diversified into business ventures, collected real estate portfolios, and accumulated wealth that spans decades of strategic moves. Some started as child stars, others clawed their way up from singing competitions, and a few became so iconic that their names alone became synonymous with Philippine music itself. What's fascinating isn't just the money, it's how they made it. From Broadway stages to Disney soundtracks, from sold-out arena concerts to shrewd cosmetics lines, these singers have proven that a powerful voice can open doors to unimaginable wealth. And the numbers? They'll shock you. We're talking about fortunes in the tens of millions of dollars, net worths that dwarf what most government officials will earn in multiple lifetimes. We're counting down 10 Filipino singers whose bank accounts would make any politician jealous. We'll reveal how they built their empires, expose the business moves that multiplied their earnings, and uncover the staggering net worth figures that prove music can be the ultimate path to riches in the Philippines. But here's what will really blow your mind. The singer sitting at number one has built a fortune so massive, so diversified, that it represents everything possible when raw talent meets business genius. Stick around, because the wealth we're about to reveal is truly extraordinary. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a singer who turned a reality show victory into a throne of his own, Eric Santos. You might know him as the Prince of Pop, but in the world of Philippine television, he goes by another title, the King of Teleserie theme songs. That's not just a nickname, it's a business model that has made him millions. Eric's story starts in Malabon, where he began competing in local singing contests at just 4 years old. For over a decade, he bounced from stage to stage, sharpening his voice in small-town competitions that most people would never hear about. Then came 2003 and a golden opportunity. He joined ABS-CBN's Star in a Million, entered as a wild card, and walked away as grand champion. That victory changed everything. His debut album, This Is the Moment, dropped in 2004 and went triple platinum within months. His first single, Pagbigyang Muli, didn't just chart. It dominated the number one spot on WRR for over 20 weeks straight. But here's where Eric got smart. Instead of chasing album sales alone, he became the go-to voice for teleserie soundtracks. Every hit drama needed a theme song, and Eric's soulful voice became synonymous with Filipino television romance. That steady stream of work added up to serious money over time. Today, Eric Santos has an estimated net worth of around $5 million. Not bad for a kid from Malabon who started singing before he could read. But our next singer didn't just build a career. He built a legacy that spans 4 decades. Coming in at number 9 is a man they call Mr. Pure Energy, Gary Valenciano. When you've been dominating the Philippine music scene since 1984, you don't just accumulate fans, you accumulate wealth. Gary holds the record for most Awit Awards in the Best Male Recording Artist category with an astonishing 12 wins. His 2001 album Revive went 6 times platinum. He was the first Filipino to become a UNICEF National Ambassador, a position he's held since 1997. He performed the official theme song at the 2006 Doha Asian Games. The man has done over 100 concerts worldwide and was once called the Michael Jackson of the Philippines. But what makes Gary's story remarkable isn't just his success, it's his survival. He's lived with type 1 diabetes since childhood. He battled kidney cancer. In 2018, he underwent emergency open heart surgery due to a blocked artery. Most people would have retired. Gary returned to the stage. His wife, Angeli Pangilinan, sister of Senator Francis Pangilinan, has been by his side since 1984. Their three children, Paolo, Gabriel, and Kiana, have all followed him into entertainment. The Valenciano name has become a dynasty, and dynasties don't come cheap. Gary's exact net worth remains private, but 4 decades of platinum albums, international concerts, and brand endorsements have built a fortune that most politicians could only dream about. Speaking of building empires through music, our next entry isn't just a singer. He's the man who writes the songs that make the whole country sing. At number 8, we have the current president of OPM himself, Ogie Alcacid. Ogie Alcacid isn't just a performer. He's the architect behind countless hits that have shaped Philippine music for over 3 decades. When your debut single, Nandito Ako, wins Song of the Year, and your career only accelerates from there, you know you're doing something right. Born in Manila in 1967, Ogie launched his recording career in 1989. But singing was just the beginning. He wrote songs for himself and for everyone else. He conquered television with shows like Bubble Gang, where he showcased his comedy chops for nearly 2 decades. He hosted the legendary variety show SOP for 13 years. Today, he remains a mainstay on ASAP and it's Showtime, proving that longevity in Philippine entertainment isn't just possible, it's profitable. The numbers tell the story. Multiple double platinum albums, including On Air, A Better Man, and Stories of Love. A string of platinum and gold records that would fill an entire wall. But Ogie didn't stop at music and television. He co-founded a recording company called Indie Music. He launched a chain of hot dog stalls called Augie Doggy. The man understood that diversification builds dynasties. And speaking of dynasties, Ogie married Asia's songbird herself, Regine Velasquez, in December 2010. Together they have a son named Nathaniel James. When two musical powerhouses combine their talents and their business sense, the result is a fortune that keeps growing. Ogie Alcacid's estimated net worth sits at around $10 million. But our next entry proves that sometimes the biggest comebacks lead to the biggest paydays. Moving to number 7 is a man who almost gave up on entertainment entirely, Piolo Pascual. Before he became one of the richest actors in the Philippines, he was working as an emergency room representative at a hospital in Los Angeles. Piolo started young, appearing on the teen variety show That's Entertainment while still in high school. But life had other plans. He left the Philippines, moved to America, and took a regular job far from the spotlight. Then, at 21, something pulled him back. He returned to Manila and bet everything on a second chance at stardom. That gamble paid off spectacularly. His partnership with actress Judianne Santos in the early 2000s produced a string of box office hits. His role in Dakota 70 earned him 8 Best Supporting Actor awards. His debut album, Piolo, went platinum in 2003, but Piolo was building more than a filmography. He was building a portfolio. He founded his own film production company. He invested in real estate, acquiring properties in Batangas and Zambales. He became the highest-paid product endorser in the country. His film, Starting Over Again, grossed over 410 million pesos at the box office. Even his son Inigo has become a successful entertainer, extending the family brand into the next generation. Piolo Pascual's estimated net worth hovers around $7 to $10 million, depending on the source. Not bad for someone who once traded scripts for scrubs in a California hospital. But our next singer didn't need a comeback story. She's been winning since childhood and recently made history on the global stage. We're only halfway through our list, and the fortunes are already staggering. From songwriters to heartthrobs, these singers have proven that talent plus strategy equals wealth. But the artists coming up next? They've taken their voices international, and the money reflects it. At number 6, we have the one and only pop star royalty, Sarah Geronimo. Sarah Geronimo was just 14 years old when she won the singing competition Star for a Night. Most teenagers would have celebrated and moved on. Sarah built an empire. Her debut album, Pop Star: A Dream Come True, dropped in 2003 and went double diamond. Not platinum, diamond, twice. From that moment, every album she touched seemed to turn to gold or higher. But Sarah wasn't content to dominate just the music charts. She conquered film, winning the box office queen title 3 times for her performances in the A Very Special Love series. She became one of the most sought-after endorsers in the country, representing brands like Jollibee, Shopee, BDO, and Sun Life Financial. Then came Tala. In late 2019, her song and its accompanying dance challenge exploded across social media. The music video surpassed 140 million views on YouTube. A track released years earlier suddenly became a cultural phenomenon, introducing Sarah to an entirely new generation of fans. But 2024 brought her biggest achievement yet. Sarah Geronimo became the first Filipino to receive the Billboard Global Force Award at the Billboard Women in Music event in Los Angeles. She didn't just represent the Philippines, she made history for it. Behind the scenes, Sarah has been building something even bigger. She co-founded G Productions with her husband Matteo Guidicelli during the pandemic. In 2023, they opened G Studios in Alabang, a full-service production facility catering to advertising, media, and events. The girl who once sang for a talent show trophy now runs a company that creates content for the entire industry. Sarah Geronimo's estimated net worth ranges from $10 to $12 million, and she's still in her mid-30s. But our next entry didn't just climb the charts. He rewrote the rules of Philippine entertainment entirely. Breaking into our top 5 is someone who turned personal tragedy into the greatest success story in Filipino film history. Vice Ganda, born Jose Marie Borja. Visceral in Tondo, Manila, Vice Ganda's early life was marked by heartbreak. His father was murdered when he was young. His mother had to leave her children behind to work as a caregiver abroad. Most people would have been crushed by those circumstances. Vice transformed them into fuel. He started as a singer, then pivoted to stand-up comedy at clubs like Punchline and the Library. The owner of one venue gave him his stage name, which translates to Beautiful Vice. In 2009, he joined It's Showtime and everything changed. He hosted Gandang Gabi Vice from 2011 to 2020. He released albums that went gold and platinum. But film is where Vice Ganda shattered records. The Unkabogable Prey Beat. Benjamin grossed 332 million pesos. Girl Boy, Bakla Tomboy earned 421 million. Beauty and the Bestie brought in 529 million. The Super Parental Guardians hit 598 million. He has starred in 6 of the 10 highest-grossing Filipino films of all time. No other actor comes close. In 2017, Vice launched Vice Cosmetics, adding entrepreneur to an already impressive resume. He received a star on the Walk of Fame Philippines in 2014 and has become one of the most influential LGBTQ advocates in the country. Vice Ganda's estimated net worth stands at $20 million. From the streets of Tondo to the top of the box office, his story proves that resilience pays. But our next singer didn't just succeed in the Philippines. She conquered all of Asia. At number 4, they call her Asia's songbird, Regine Velasquez. Regine Velasquez trained for stardom in ways most people couldn't imagine. Her father would have her sing while standing neck deep in seawater to strengthen her lungs and improve her breath control. Unconventional? Absolutely. Effective? The results speak for themselves. She competed in approximately 200 singing contests as a child. She won 67 of them. In 1989, she claimed the grand prize at the Asia Pacific Singing Contest in Hong Kong, and the title, Asia's Songbird, was born. But Regine wasn't satisfied with regional fame. She wanted history. She became the first Asian artist to headline a solo concert at Carnegie Hall in New York. She didn't just perform. She received 3 standing ovations. Her 1994 album, Listen, Without Prejudice, sold over 700,000 copies across Asia. She has moved more than 7 million records in the Philippines alone, making her the best-selling Filipino recording artist of all time. Collaborations with international stars like Brian McKnight, Mandy Moore, and 98 Degrees cemented her global reputation. Today, Regine continues to dominate television as a judge on shows like Idol Philippines and a coach on The Voice. She's won multiple Awit Awards, MTV Asia Awards, and Asian Television Awards. Her marriage to Ogie Alcacid in 2010 created Philippine music's ultimate power couple. Regine Velasquez's estimated net worth sits between $14 and $16 million. But our next entry took Filipino talent somewhere it had never gone before. Broadway. Entering the top 3 is the woman who proved that a Filipina could conquer the world's biggest stages, Lea Salonga. At just 7 years old, Lea made her professional debut in The King and I with Repertory Philippines. By 10, she had released her first album, Small Voice, which went gold. But everything changed in 1989 when she auditioned for a new musical called Miss Saigon. She sang On My Own from Les Miserables. The creators offered her the lead role of Kim. The show premiered at London's Theatre Royal Drury Lane to critical acclaim. Lea won the Laurence Olivier Award in 1990. When Miss Saigon moved to Broadway, she won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical in 1991, becoming the first Asian woman to ever receive that honor. She also won the Drama Desk, Outer Critics Circle, and Theatre World Awards. 1 role, 5 major theater prizes. Then Disney called. Lea became the singing voice of Princess Jasmine in Aladdin and Fa Mulan in Mulan. A Whole New World won the Academy Award and Grammy. Reflection became an anthem for a generation. In 2011, Disney named her a Disney legend for her contributions. Her achievements continue to multiply. Time 100 Impact Awards in 2022. Broadway producing debut with Here Lies Love in 2023. A star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame coming in 2026. Lea Salonga's estimated net worth is $18 million. Remarkable for any performer. Historic for a Filipina. And now, the #1 spot. The singer whose fortune, longevity, and cultural impact surpass everyone else on this list. The megastar herself, Sharon Cuneta. Sharon was just 12 years old when Mr. DJ became a nationwide phenomenon in 1978. 47 years later, she remains the standard by which all Filipino entertainers are measured. Over 60 films, more than 40 albums. The only actress ever inducted into the Box Office Hall of Fame. She didn't just dominate one decade. She dominated all of them. Her father, Pablo Cuneta, served as mayor of Pasay City for 47 years. Entertainment and influence run in her blood. Sharon Cuneta's estimated net worth is $20 million. The throne belongs to her. And there you have it. 10 Filipino singers who have proven that a powerful voice isn't just about hitting the right notes. It's about building an empire. From Eric Santos turning theme song dominance into millions, To Gary Valenciano's four-decade reign as Mr. Pure Energy, these artists have rewritten the rules of what success looks like in Philippine entertainment. We saw how Ogie Alcacid combined songwriting genius with business ventures, while Piolo Pascual proved that a second chance at stardom could lead to real estate portfolios worth millions. Sarah Geronimo showed us that a child star can evolve into a Billboard-honored global force, and Vice Ganda demonstrated that tragedy can transform into triumph worth $20 million. Then came the legends. Regine Velasquez, the songbird who trained neck-deep in seawater and went on to make history at Carnegie Hall. Lea Salonga, the Tony-winning Disney voice whose performances earned her a place among Broadway's greatest. And, finally, Sharon Cuneta, the megastar whose 40-plus-year reign created a fortune that political connections and business savvy have only continued to multiply. What makes these stories remarkable isn't just the money, it's what the money represents. Decades of discipline, strategic diversification, the courage to venture beyond music into production, cosmetics, real estate, and more. These singers didn't just wait for royalty checks. They built business empires that generate wealth while they sleep. And here's the perspective that really puts it all in context. A Philippine city mayor earns around 200,000 pesos monthly. These singers have accumulated net worths that would take the average mayor multiple lifetimes to earn. A voice, it turns out, can be worth more than political power. So which singer's story fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. Did we miss anyone who deserves to be on this list? We want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden fortunes of Philippine music, hit that subscribe button. We've got more revelations coming your way.